shenanigans always take place. I remember we had a bloke, an old fella who called Normie Wilkinson. Normie was a legend of Newcastle up there. He played in the Newcastle side, one of the Great Britain sides that come out, and well respected. Everyone loved Normie. He used to do our stats, but Normie was suffering from cancer, could no longer drive, and he rode his bike. He just lived up the road, rode his bike to our Mad Monday, and we're sitting there having a beer with Normie. Anyway, a couple of the boys got into a bit of an argument about something. It was good natured, and one of the players picked up the other player's bike and he took it to the top of the grandstand and he yelled out, Boydie. And we looked up and here's this player on top of the grandstand at Newcastle, which is massive.
Yeah.
And he just goes, here, and he threw his bike off the grandstand and it just shattered into 1,000 pieces on the ground. And someone went, oh, hang on, that's Normie's bike. On another occasion, we had a player who turned up. And he was doing real estate at the time. He turned up with a shirt and tie and said, oh, boys, I've got to go show a house around. So the boys squirted him with sauce and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, really, he blew up deluxe. And this player at the time was driving around. He was a tightwad even by my standards. And he was driving around. Remember the old Mighty Boys? Remember those Mighty Boys? Remember they were a tiny little car.
Like a one-seater.
Yes. Anyway, so...
He was driving around in one of these?
Yeah, he was driving around one of those. Anyway, so the boys have got there and they're mucking around. They've sort of tied him up, saying, mate, you're not going to show the house, except you're here with us today. Next minute, I looked over and four of our front rowers have taken the wheels off his Mighty Boy and are running around the ground with it.
The Grill Team. Triple M Breakfast.